Question 1 correction. Let's look at this square. This square is ABCD and it has 4 equal sides because it is a square. Given that BC is 7 cm, that means that BA is 7 cm and AD is also 7 cm and CD is also 7 cm. Now let's go on to question 2. We are drawing a rectangle, and remember the properties of a rectangle? Properties of a rectangle. It has 4 sides, and opposite sides are equal and parallel. Now, we take out our ruler. We put our ruler against this line. And we shift our ruler downwards. We will find the opposite side of this line. We count how many units long is this line using the dots. So we see that there is 8 units. So the opposite side of the rectangle should also be 8 units long. Now we look at the breadth of the rectangle. We put our ruler against the breadth of the rectangle, like so. And the breadth of a rectangle has 2 units. Now we shift the ruler downwards. We also find the opposite side of the breadth is 2 units. That's how we draw these rectangles. How you draw the rectangle. Now let's go to page 106, question 4. We look at the breadth of the rectangle. And this is the breadth of the rectangle in yellow. Now we see that the breadth of the rectangle is half of the length. What is the length of the rectangle? The length of the rectangle is SR, which is 12 cm. And what is half of the length? Half of the length is 12 cm divided by 2. So we do our long division. 12 divided by 2. Which gives us 6 cm. So that is half of 12 cm, which is half of the length. So the breadth is half of the length. This is the breadth, this is the breadth, which is 6 cm. So QR is 6 cm. Now we look at SR. SR is highlighted in green, and SR is 12 cm. So the opposite side is PQ, which is also 12 cm. Now let's go on to question 5. Question 5 is a square. And a square means that there is 4 corners of right angles, and right angles is 90 degree. So before we can find what is EHJ, which is in blue, we need to find what is angle JHG. Angle JHG is made up of 26 degree and 45 degree. So we take 26 plus 45. Which gives us 71 degree. So this blue angle is 71 degree. How do we find the angle EHJ? We take 90 degrees minus 71 degree, which gives us 90, 71, we minus, and we will find 19 degree. So this yellow angle is 19 degree, which is EHJ. Question 6. KLMN is a rectangle, and we know that a rectangle has 4 right angles. That gives us LMN to be 90 degrees. Now, we want to find QMP. QMP is this one, this degree right here. How do we find the degree in blue color? We minus 18 degree and 23 degrees. So now we do our workings. 90 degrees minus 18 degrees. And then 72 minus 23 degrees. That gives us 49 degrees. So the angle in blue here is 49 degrees. So QMP is 49. This is the first way to do this question. However, some of you might have another way. And let me show you the second way to do this question. Looking at 23 and 18 degrees, we find the sum of these 2 degrees. So we know that this 2 angles is 41 degree. And how do we find QMP? We take 90 degrees minus 41 degree. That gives us 49 degree. It's also possible to do this way because we will get the same answer. Alright, so you may do the first way or the second way. Question 7. What is the shape of the shaded part? Looking at the shaded part, we can see that there is two lines in blue. These two lines is equal and parallel. Now, the lines in red, it's also equal and parallel because they are opposite sides. So we have two lines that is equal and parallel. Now we look at the corners of the shape and we can see that it is a right angle. So remember, what is the property of this shape? Is it a square or is it a rectangle? Now, it is a rectangle. And what is the property of a rectangle? It has four sides, it has four right angles, and opposite sides are equal and parallel. So just like this figure. So what is the shape? It is a rectangle. Now, let's look at question 8. It is made up of 3 equal lengths. 1 equal length, 2 equal length, and 3 equal length. So, if AH is 6 cm, that means that AB is also 6 cm. Because it is equal. And BC is also 6 cm. This line is also 6 cm. And CD is also 6 cm. So what is the length of AD? It is 6 cm times 3, which is 18 cm. Or you could take 6 cm plus 6 cm plus 6 cm, which is equals to 18 cm. Both equations will give you the same answer of 18 cm. So the length of AD is 18 cm. The figure is a square. It is a square WXYZ and a rectangle WPQR. WP is equals to PX. And WP is twice as long as WR, and WR is 8 cm. So what is the length of WP? It is twice of WR. WR is 8 cm. And what is twice of 8 cm? B times 2. So that gives us 16 cm. Now we know that WP is 16 cm. That means that px is also 16 cm. Now, looking at the question, we want to find zy. Zy is here. What is the opposite side of zy? It is wx. So, what is wx length? What is the length of wx? Wx is equals to 16 cm times 2. Or you can also do this way. Wx is 16 cm plus 16 cm, which is equals to 32 cm. Both ways will give you 32 cm. So zy is 32 cm. Question 10 is made up of two squares, a big square and a small square. The big square is ABCD and the small square is EFGC. AB is twice as long as EF. So AB is 2 times longer than EF. So what is EF? EF is half of AB. So half of AB is 16 divided by 2. We have 16 cm. So 16 cm divided by 2 will give us 8 cm. So EF is 8 cm. Remember that EFGC is a square. And the properties of a square means that all 4 sides are equal. So EF is equals to GF. So FG is also 8 cm. So what is the length of FG? It is 8 cm. 11. It is a square, and we know that a square is made up of 4 right angles. We look at angle Y. Angle Y is exactly the same as this angle, which is also angle Y. So there are 2 angle Y's and 26 degree. 2 angle Y plus 26 degree is equals to 90 degree right angle. How do we find the angle of 2y? 2y is the same as y plus y. Y and y. How do we find the angle of y and y? Y and y is equals to 90 degree minus 26 degree. So this 2 angle y is 90 minus 26. Which is 64 degrees. But we want to find one angle Y. How do we find one angle Y? If we know that two angle Y is 64 degrees, then one angle Y is 64 degrees divided by 2. So we do our long division, 64 degree divided by 2. So we find 32 degree. So one angle Y is 32 degree.